Welcome back. It occurred to me, most of my watchers are probably experienced FreeBSD users, but some of you probably aren't. Some of you are probably coming from Windows or Linux and are wondering how you do things. Let's take a look at that and really go into a little bit of a course on FreeBSD for beginners. So you've got your FreeBSD installed. You installed it from the ISO that you downloaded from FreeBSD's website. It's all installed. You've got your user set up and you're logged in and you're looking at this screen thinking, what next? Let's go through a few things and just explain how things work and what you can do. So there we go. Here's my my login. So this will be the same sort of thing that you see on your monitor rather than me doing it on SSH, but forget that for now. Let's just go over a few commands that will help you navigate around and understand how it works a bit. So the first thing that you'll notice is that you've got a little % sign next to your username. And that tells you that you're an unprivileged user. So you're just your basic username. You're logged in as whatever username you set up. In this instance, it's Gary. Me. And next to it, you'll see that little tilde mark, the little doo-doo-doo. That tells you where you are. And in this instance, it tells you that you're in your home directory. So if you do a pwd, which tells you which directory you're in, pwd tells you exactly where you are. So user home Gary. And that's what that little tilde mark means. It'll be different for each user, but that tilde mark will stay there unless you change your directory. So if I change to the top level root directory, see there it changes. It's gone to a /. And if I do a pwd, it tells me exactly where I am. So if I issue the command cd, which stands for change directory, it will take me back to where I was. User home Gary. If I want to change the directory, literally just cd whichever. Okay. Let's clear that. Next, you want to list the contents of your directory. If you're doing that on Windows, you would do a dir, which doesn't work on this. Not found. The command that we use is ls for list. And there's nothing in there. If I add switches to it, which you can do with most commands, but we'll get into that a little bit later, it will show me absolutely everything. So just doing an ls will not show you any hidden directories. So there you'll see .csh. So I do an ls.csh, it'll tell me CSHRC, it will tell me that it's there. Okay, so you know how to change directory and you know how to list the contents. That's a great start, but there's more to it than that. On most commands, you've got switches. You saw me do that just now. So ls, so if we do, and this is the good thing about a Unix-based system, there are manual pages built in. So if I want to look up the manual for ls, I do man ls. And there we go. It tells me everything that I can do with that command. So for instance, a -A will include the directory entries for whose names begin with a dot. Loads of switches. And sometimes it even gives you examples. So there we go. Keep forgetting. I don't know if you noticed there. Because this is a completely fresh install of FreeBSD, we're going to learn together. And one of the things that I always do is change my editor of choice, which is usually vi, I believe. So let's have a quick look. So the next command that we're going to look at is cat, which will just tell me what's in the file. So if I do cat CSHRC, these are all the variables that are used when using a particular piece of software, in this case CSH, which is my shell. So there you go, my editor of choice is vi, and I don't like vi, so I'm going to get rid of that. So the first thing on FreeBSD that is FreeBSD specific is how to add software. So I'm going to add the editor that I like, which is Pico Alpine. So I go package, install, Pico Alpine. Let's let it do its thing. Of course, I'm logged in as a standard user. So let's become the root user or the administrator. So SU for super user. And that little line there, the hyphen, will allow me to become the super user in his own environment rather than my environment. Sound good? Put in your password. There we go. So package, install, Pico Alpine. Let's try that again. Now these safeguards are there so that an underprivileged user can't screw up your system. Just like it is in any other system, some users can't do certain things that administrators can. So there we go, that's that installed. So let's log out of that, we're back into Gary. So now I'm going to change that file. So that's my editor, pico.csh. There we go. So where is it? You're out of here. Simple as that. So here we go. I'm going to log back out and then back in again. So there we go. We've now just installed our first piece of software and we can navigate around the system. As you will have noticed, FreeBSD comes in a very bare bones format when you first install it. This is great. It means you can put whatever you like on it and do whatever you like to it. Someone's coming down. We'll cover some of the administrative commands in a future video, but what else can we do? Well, for now, we'll leave it there. And in part 2, we'll go over a few more bits and bobs and how you can log in via SSH instead of walking up to the computer and all of that kind of thing. And a few more of the administrative stuff. So for now, we'll leave it there and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It goes without saying. 10 away. 10 away from 2,000. That's just mental. Can't believe it. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, Discord server is still going. Link in the description. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.